get them the lead, get them those extra 6 points. And then the kick, so far they're 0-2 for kicking that extra point. I believe the line on the kick needs to block. So far they have not blocked at all. But other than that, they better get their rhythm back together.
On that 1st and 15, we saw a crucial catch missed that could have been a free 6 points. And but these short passes are working well. I think that the Bills are going to have to pick up on that. But the thing is even with their game plan of covering deep, they still haven't covered deep that well. I mean, as we saw just a second ago, we saw that man was open for a touchdown. That's going to be overthrown on that 1st and 15 pass. He had a man open shorter, but he wanted to go for the end zone there. They're stacking
This
the left
QB,
side a
he's
little bit
shown
more.
this QB has shown that he doesn't like those short passes. Like right here, you see the wide receiver obviously wasn't expecting that, but this quarterback, he just his first eyes are downfield. He's looking for that touchdown. He doesn't like these short passes, and so far he's overthrown every um long pass towards the end zone. So if he can fix that, I think it'll
Honestly,
be an easy win.
honestly, I think he's going to have to live on these short passes. From what I'm seeing by the Bills defense, they don't even care. They're basically just saying we'll let you have those if you can catch it. And I mean, that's what's getting the Steelers yards. And I mean, from the usual play that you have in maybe public servers, you usually play the deep, but I mean, in this is crucial moments and you're going to get yards in whatever way you can. So you almost need to play a straight man to man and stay on everybody. That way, you're covering those short routes also and not only deep.
He'll decide to rush. Can he dive? He'll be at the 1 yard line or less than the one actually. He'll be right on the goal line.
He was very close there, almost got it in. They're going to be on the 1 yard line, 1st and goal. A big opportunity for the Steelers to score. They're going to double rush, and then he's going to drop back. That's a smart play by the Bills. That way, can force him not to hog. He's going
That was
to
such a clear
run.
touchdown. Those wide
That
receivers, they're dropping those crucial catches that, ended up with them, losing the lead. And that's the whole reason why they're not succeeding is the wide receivers have dropped more balls than they've caught any.
that was a way over his head pass by the QB. I mean, these it seems like they're able to make big plays when they need it, but when there's easy passes and easy stuff that they can do, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Steelers. 87 making the touchdown again. I mean, he's just been making those plays at that tight end position. He's made 2 touchdowns so far. And I mean, just big
Oh,
plays for the Steelers. He's been their playmaker so far
this
in
is
this
a
game.
smart move. This is a smart move by the Pittsburgh. Never mind. That was gonna be a smart move by the
Wow.
Pittsburgh offense. They get those extra points tied the
Wow.
game, but I mean, they were not expecting those double rushers. They should have, because that's a clear strategy when you're at the goal line. But they'll stay 14-12, and 3 minutes left in
Yeah.
the second quarter. They need to really fix their defense because so far it just has not been working. They need to come up with a new game plan that can stop those deep and shorter passes.
Oh wow. They're gonna go with the handoff here. Haven't seen that all game. That's gonna be a decent 9 yard gain. I think the running back could have done a little bit more there. I mean, it just seemed like he just kinda ran right into him. He didn't try to do anything there.
This
That's
is a
kind of
smart
something that
thing.
maybe.
A smart thing that we've seen from the Bills, that not a lot of teams tend to do. You have that wide receiver or that tight end coming in and playing as an O lineman. You see, number 5 coming in and blocking, letting the QB have time to think, have time to throw, or in this place, have time to rush.
Another run right there. That's another 9 yard gain. I mean, as the Bills right now, you don't want to give the Steelers so much time because the Steelers get the ball after half. And if you give them the chance to score before half and then get the ball back, they have a lethal chance of taking the lead. And that's going to
It's
be
a
a big.
lethal interception.
See, that's what I'm talking about. The Bills have been way too aggressive on their passes. They need to play less aggressive and slower, or it's going to come back and bite them. And 87, J.S. Grave, again, making big plays for the Steeler team, putting the team on his back almost as the wide receiving core. Everybody else just hasn't been able to make those plays. A big double rush here to try to get that safety. He's going to take it himself. He's going to make some juke moves and get another 8 yard gain. Consistently getting some decent yards here. Let's see if Steelers can take a nice lead before half and get the ball back after half.
Oh, he hit
And
while on the throw,
oh
and it
wow,
is
he's gonna be
incomplete.
overthrown. The Steeler QB's been pressured right here, so this forces him to almost throw deep sometimes, which is kind of his weakness right now. Overthrowing passes.
So
He's gonna be
far,
pressured.
he
He's gonna take it himself. Wow, smart play. I mean,
so far, the QB has done what we recommend him to do. Obviously, he's not looking for those deep passes on the last couple of plays. He'll look one for now, which will
well,
be caught for a 51-yard gain.
wow. I mean, honestly, wasn't that great of a pass by the QB, but the wide receiver just stepped up. I mean, these wide receivers sometimes step up when they're needed the most. And right now, they have been kind of stepping up. They've missed some easy passes, but big gain right there. 1st and 15. He's going to
Possible
look into the end
touchdown.
zone. That's going to be
It is
over.
overthrown.
I mean, we have seen so many short passes be overthrown over the head to where the wide receiver can't reach it. He's going to take it himself to try and get
So
some big gains. He's going to juke, and it's going to be a touchdown. The smart play, the safe play, the smart play. And I mean, what we're seeing is a dominant Steelers offense and a weak Bills defense on that they can't cover anything short. I mean, not a lot of their passes have been very deep at all by the Steelers. But I mean, they had one on this drive, which was their first one. But I mean, even with their game plan to
they'll
cover
get the
deep, they still can't
two-pointer.
do that. Wow. I mean, even just 2 points are crucial points because you never know at the end of the game what it's going to come down to. And I mean, as close of a game this has been so far, I mean, you never know what points will come in handy, the extra points that you can get. We're almost to halftime. I think it's kind of crucial that the Bills score. Oh, almost
I
got to the
mean,
outside for a big hit on that return. I mean, it's kind of crucial that the Bills do something with the ball because the Steelers get the ball after half. And I mean, they can basically, if the Steelers get the ball after half and the Bills don't score here and the Steelers scored, that's going to double the Bills' points in just the first half alone. I mean, that would make it a
look for
big
that
score
man
difference.
deep, overthrown.
Man, I mean,
I mean,
it's
so far
just
what we've seen is the Bills showing off their long and short passes, but their run game has been really good. So far, the highest rusher is Raft with 121 yards, 7 attempts, and a touchdown. So they've been pretty good when it comes to the run game. I think that has been a deadly addition to their passing. So
I think.
keeping it on the field, down a touchdown, they can get it. It's just a long drive. They're gonna have to go for that deep pass.
I mean, a 3rd and 15 here, and I mean, like you were saying, they have a deadly run game, but I think also that if they can get a couple passes deep, clicking, and get some passes, the Steelers are going to have to respect that, play a little bit more deep, and then they can get that run game going again.
A weird strategy that the Pittsburgh had. I don't know if this is a strategy or an AFK player, but there's a player all the way down into the end zone, just I guess waiting. And
I guess they're just playing a very deep safety, not giving any big plays before half. Because I mean, at this point, with the time left on the clock, 36 seconds, they're gonna have to get some big plays in order to score a touchdown. So with that deeper player, I mean, who knows? But it doesn't look like he's there because well, 3rd and 15. I don't know if they're having any difficulties or what is going on.
so far called two new play admin commands. So 3rd and 15 with about 4, 3,
It
2, 1, and they'll get a delay of game. They'll send them back 5 yards.
I don't know if the QB is having some technical difficulties or is AFK because we saw this at the start of the game. I mean, at the start of the game, he was AFK for a little bit and then he came back and well, what
They'll
now?
set
What's
him
that
back
for?
to 3 and 15. I believe quarterback was having some technical difficulties, and that it's not his fault. So I guess the admin will give it to him. They'll say 3rd and 15 with 36 seconds left in the first half.
All right. I mean, the Bills need some big plays here. They need a first down here. They might have to go to that run game, get out of bounds quickly, and save a little bit more time for a big play. Oh well,
He low key carrying the Bills, and they're kicking me from the server.
Oh, but why?
Hey, how you gonna kick me from the server when I'm low key carrying the team? Pull up those wide receiver stats right now.
What's going on?
Pull up
Yo,
those
well, he got kicked from the server. I don't know why.
pull up those receiver stats. I low key beat carrying.
All right, let's see. Let's look at the stats. We have Ohio with 4
Yeah,
catches,
that's
two
me right
touchdowns,
there.
143. Yeah,
Ohio.
number one receiver. It seems dumb almost to pull their best receiver.
They didn't
And the
pull
second best
me.
receiver on the other side, with 3 catches, 2 touchdowns, 110 yards with a long of 59. Each team having the number one wide receiver, but now I guess Bills are missing theirs. So let's see what
Yeah,
happens.
Well,
they kicked me from the server.
doesn't doesn't make sense. I mean, I don't know what's going on here. I mean, we're
Technical
not even getting
difficulties.
plays.
At this point, let's just call it technical difficulties.
The
Yeah,
problem the problem is the server owner didn't slash league it, so you can't have more than 14 players in a thing. But since there's a streamer, one of the team only gets to play with 6 players. That's the problem.
so that was a 3rd and 15, but the downs got reset back to a first down, and so now it's only 2nd down for the Bills. Time running down here before halftime. Can the Bills make a big play? They're going to throw it deep. That is going to be incomplete, and that is going to make it 4th down and 15 for the Bills. One last shot. Just bomb it deep and see if they can get something done before half.
The Pittsburgh defense, they're gonna have that one man in the middle of the field, downfield, just trying to cover all the deep
Yeah,
shots.
just put,
So far the QB is still looking, but let's see if he can do something with it.
honestly, at this point, just having to bomb it and hope one of the wide receivers comes down with it. It's going to go up, and that's going to be incomplete. That's going to end our first half with the
The ball
Steelers
was
getting
swatted.
the.
Well, let's look at the stats for halftime. So far, the number one wide receiver was on the Bills side with 4 catches, 2 touchdowns, 143 yards with a long of 56. The top defender is lit with 5 tackles, nothing else. He is on the Bills too. So Bills